What's going on, guys? TKD123 back in a video, and today I want to talk about leaks in music, right? Specifically, we're going to talk about The Weeknd and how some music of his leaked online earlier this week. Now, I believe it was about 12 or 13 tracks that got leaked from The Weeknd, and it's been all over my Twitter, man. It's been all over Twitter, it's been all over Reddit, it's been all over a bunch of music-centric websites. It's really not that hard to find a link to these tracks. But I would advise that you do not search for these tracks, you do not listen to these tracks, you act like they don't exist, because overall, leaks are harmful. You can't really control if your content gets leaked or not, right? You can only contain it and try to prevent and try to control the event of a leak to a certain extent, right? There are always going to be tech that's going to overweigh the firewalls and any of these precautions that you take in hopes that a leak does not occur. But, it is really not 100% that you can prevent a leak, right? Leaks are very common these days, and overall you cannot 100% control and prevent a leak, right? It just happens. It's a part of the internet. It's a part of the modern day and how we use the internet. And leaks hurt the content creator, guys. These tracks were not supposed to release. They were not supposed to be leaked, right? The Weeknd did not want these tracks out yet, right? If he wanted them out, he would have released them, right? And to have people that would find a way to leak these tracks without the consent of the person that created it, it's just morally wrong. There are reasons, as to why artists do not drop content right when it's done, right? They need to go through mastering, they need to go through mixing, they need to do a lot of more things to the tracks in order for them to be put out the way they want to put out, right? Maybe those tracks weren't even done. I don't even know, because I'm not listening to them, right? Because I'm totally against leaks. I'm totally against, stealing music, right? But, what if those tracks were not done? What if they were not up to the level that The Weeknd wants them to be, right? And now these tracks are out in the wild, and they are most likely, probably not up to par with what The Weeknd wants to put out. And now, that just is just wrong. And on top of that, they were most likely, for an album or an upcoming EP or something like that, right? Because he hasn't dropped since Be Behind the Madness, which was, I believe, what that dropped in September or August of 2015. I forgot what exactly it was. But, he most likely had plans with his label to drop an album or drop an EP or do something with these tracks. And now, since this leak has came about, and now that, these tracks are on the internet and they're easy to get and they're easy to get for free, now, number one, those plans are tarnished because they're already out in the wild, and the music is now worth less because people have already heard it, right? And people can go out and hear these tracks, right? So that automatically reduces the value of these tracks. And the most obvious thing, which it would be that, if people are going to have two choices, either to download an EP and album off of a sketchy internet for free, or buy it on iTunes or stream it on Spotify or whatever avenue you would like, to get your music from, right? If people have a choice, most people are going to choose the free side, right? That's just a fact of life. That's just a fact of having content on the internet, is that the majority of people would most likely rather download it for free than actually pay for it. It's not right to consume media at a time that's not meant to be consumed, right? And, the overwhelming majority, I feel that, are fans of The Weeknd. Most likely, they probably respect that, right? They probably respect that this is a leak. This is not intended to be heard at this point in time. And most likely, I hope, at least, my hope is that most fans like me will, tend to not listen to this, right? They will avoid it like the plague and wait until an official drop comes, right? This is the exact same thing as if you were going to open a art museum, right? If you were to open up an art museum, you put a lot of work and time and money into this art museum, right? It's lit, it's dope, it's about artists in history, I don't know, right? It's just, a sick, dope art museum, right? And some goons come in a week before it's supposed to be open, right? And they take pictures of all the art and then they leak on the internet. Now, because of those goons, right, you have your art on the internet for free, people can look at. and now all the time and all the money and all the work that you put into that art museum is now worth less because people already got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense to people? I just feel like people don't view stealing music in the same way as they view stealing a car, right? If anybody stole a car, right, you're obviously going to get arrested, right? And that's obviously, you know, to the common person, a bad thing to steal a car. Nobody steals a car, right? You know? But why is it that when you tell someone, hey, I stole a car, they flip out, right? But when you say, oh, I stole music, everybody acts like that's just, you know, a normal thing that, you know, is not stealing, right? And it's not, it's not comparable to stealing a car. When in actuality, it actually really is. Both are products that are made to be sold to the public, right? It's not like, you know, they're made to be given away. Now there is music stuff that, you know, that's obviously given away, but that's, you know, beside the point here, right? I'm talking about commercial music, right? So both products are meant to be sold to the public. They're both created by other people that deserve to be compensated, or at least should be compensated, right? But why is it that because one item out of those two is intangible, it's okay to steal that, but it's not okay to steal something that you can actually touch and feel? Why is that? I apologize for the, for getting all mad right there. But, you know, it's just a topic that I'm really passionate about. And I hope that if you guys are fans of The Weeknd, if you guys support The Weeknd, I hope that you guys, you know, stay away from these leaks, stay clear from them, don't listen to them, and listen to these songs when they are mixed, mastered, done, and ready in the way that The Weeknd wants to be ready, right? And on that note, that's all I gotta say about the video. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please, down below in the description, you can comment below. Let me know if you are staying away from these, you know, tracks, or you're gonna listen to them, you know, and totally disregard this. If you have a different opinion on this topic, let me know down in the comment section below. And while you're down there, there is a description. In that description, you can find my Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all the good stuff. You can follow me on there. And you know, my Snapchat story is obviously popping every day on the daily, so make sure to check that out as always. And if you enjoyed the content, please, down below, you can like, favorite, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I appreciate all support that you guys give me, and you know, it really humbles me, and I just want to make good content. I hope I'm doing that for you guys, and that's all I'm about to say. And as always, I got you.